What is an anthrax infection caused by? Anthrax is a zoonotic infection caused by the bacterium Bacillus anthracis. Bacillus anthracis is rod-shaped. Bacillus anthracis can form centrally arranged spores in a process called sporulation. This is a state of dormancy and occurs when nutrients are limited. These spores may be found naturally in soil and air, wherein they can infect mammals such as cows, sheep, pigs, and goats. This infection can occur when an animal inhales or ingests spores from soil, plants, or water. So, how can humans become infected with Bacillus anthracis? There are several ways in which humans can become infected, and the type of anthrax infection is determined by how spores enter the body. A cutaneous anthrax infection occurs when spores get into the skin through a wound, affecting the surrounding skin and tissue. This type of infection can occur through contact with spores in soil, handling infected animals, and handling infected animal products. Gastrointestinal anthrax is caused by the consumption of undercooked meat of an infected animal. This affects the gastrointestinal tract. Inhalation anthrax is caused as a result of breathing in anthrax spores from the surrounding air. This type of anthrax is most likely to occur in people who are working with infected animals and infected animal products. It affects the lymph nodes in the chest and then spreads throughout the rest of the body. In some very rare cases, people may become infected with anthrax at the site of an injection. In these cases, anthrax affects the skin and muscle around the injection site. So, what properties does Bacillus anthracis have that allow it to infect humans? Firstly, Bacillus anthracis bacteria have a bacterial capsule outside the cell membrane. This bacterial capsule forms a slimy protective layer around the bacterial cell and is made up of glycoproteins and polyglutamic acid. It acts to evade the action of phagocytes in the host. But let's pause for a second. What does this all mean? Essentially, these properties of the bacterial capsule allow Bacillus anthracis to evade the host immune system. Bacillus anthracis can also cause damage to the human host by secreting toxins called exotoxins. The main exotoxin produced is known as the anthrax toxin and is made up of the edema factor, the lethal factor, and the protective antigen. The main function of the protective antigen is to allow the edema factor and the lethal factor to enter the cells of the host. As for the edema factor, its function is to imbalance the host cell signals, alongside impairing the host immune cells known as macrophages. As for the lethal factor, it does what it says on the tin and kills host immune cells, alongside causing cell death known as apoptosis within the host. This results in tissue damage. Therefore, all in all, the anthrax toxin works to cause host cell destruction. So, to recap on everything. Bacillus anthracis has multiple routes of infecting the human body, including cutaneous, gastrointestinal, inhalation, and injection. It uses a bacterial capsule to evade the host immune response and causes host cell destruction through secretion of exotoxins.